Good evening and welcome to this AACS 15 sports presentation as we're getting ready to watch the MIAA Division I Boys High School Football Championship game as the number 1 seed Xaverian Hawks with a record of 8-4 face the number 4 seed Needham Rockets with a record of 12-0 looking for their first state title. I'm Paul Healy along with Bill Keefe Jr. and Kevin Callahan on graphics. We violated the FCC rules and given Kevin a microphone as well. Bill, should be a good one.
Absolutely, Paul. 2 very disciplined teams. This looks to be a great one. I'm looking forward to it.
For Xaverian, they'll be wearing white helmets, navy blue jerseys, navy blue pants with gold stripes or yellow stripes. Needham, the visiting team, in their gold helmets, white jerseys, navy blue pants. Watch out for Needham. Aiden Williams, 6'2", 215, a running back, a linebacker, and he is heading to, whoops, there's the kickoff, a squib kick, fumbled by Needham and then recovered. Just to finish the thought, Aiden Williams, he's heading to Lehigh to play college football. His mother played college basketball at Lafayette, their biggest rival. And again, Needham has the longest public school Thanksgiving Day rivalry against Wellesley. Needham won this year. Lehigh and Lafayette have the longest college football rivalry. So Needham will start 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. 11:58 to go, first quarter, no score. Power pistol formation, 2 tight ends, 2 fullbacks surrounding the quarterback, 1 tailback behind him. Shotgun snap right up the middle as Williams tries to run left behind the tackle Simone and the guard O'Brien. Not much there.
That's the bread and butter in Needham is Williams, inside, outside. He's got great size and excellent speed.
So they gave him 2 yards. He's out to the 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. We'll call this a long 7 to go. Now they spread 2 receivers out. Brant Brickford, one of the captains, is wide right. There's a man in the slot. Williams behind the shotgun quarterback, Griffin Carr. Now they bring the tight end, Schneider, a good one, over to the right side. Power to the formation that way. They run right. That big Xaverian defense shuts him down.
Great job by the defense to stretch it out. Linebackers come in and clean it up.
And for that Xaverian defense, Dominic Funky, a transfer from St. Sebastian. He's a Needham resident. 55 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, 6 sacks on the year. And on the other side, defensive end Micah Amidi, 6'3", 275, a Silver Lake transfer, and he's already committed to Boston College. He's got 36 tackles, 6 sacks. 3rd down, we'll call this 9 yards to go.
Oh, we got movement. Tackle on the left side moved.
So that's going to be our first penalty against Needham. 5 yards, so now it's going to be 3rd down, 14 yards to go, and they'll head back to their own 24-yard line. Bill, you know a little bit about officiating.
I certainly do, Paul. I was here last night for the Uxbridge Mashpee game. It was an outstanding experience. It was my first time here actually officiating the game. I've worked the chain crew in several of them, but it was my first actual on-field.
My dad was the head of the chains gang for the Westboro Rangers from 1964 to 2004. Shotgun formation. Receiver comes in motion to create twins to the right. Back to pass, heavy pass rush by Funky. Quarterback Carr escapes to the right. He's going to be taken down. Initial hit made by number 43 of Xaverian. That's Luke Bell, a rugby star for the Hawks. He does their place kicking, their punting last year. This year he decided to try to play some football, and he's ended up as their starting fullback, starting middle linebacker as well. That's a loss. Nope, that's a gain of 2 yards. So it's going to be 4th and 12. Punting situation. Punting for their own 25-yard line. And this is Bell back to punt. Didn't get the long snappers, couldn't get that in the warm rush. Just one return man deep for the Xaverian Hawks. They might be coming after this. Here they come up the middle. Left-footed Bell gets it off. Beautiful punt. High bounce, fielded on the bounce. Risky play. Punt fielded by number 15, Christian McIntyre. Tackle made by number 15, James Lalonde. And Xaverian will begin their first possession at their own 34-yard line. No score, 8:54 to go, first quarter.
That was actually the long snapper, number 13, that made the tackle on that play.
Caden McNamee. Correction and amplification. Kevin, how's the view back there running our graphics?
Oh, everything's going great. Good to see you today, Paul. Glad to see you out and about.
Yep.
And a dead ball foul against Xaverian
after the play.
So does that keep it 1st and 10, Paul?
Yeah,
or Bill?
Yes.
Absolutely it does. It's a dead ball. It does not affect the status of the ball.
Thank you.
So the ball's back at the 19-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go, a scant 81 yards from the Needham end zone. I formation, which Xaverian has run under Coach Fernaro for the last 7 years and under Coach Charlie Stevenson for years before that. They go deep on the first play. Long bomb is complete. Breaking out of the tackle is Shavagato. Touchdown, Xaverian Hawks. 81 yards on the first play. Will Wood.
Missed tackle by the defensive back. Cost Needham on that one.
Will Wood to Drew Shavagato, and Will Wood took over for Henry Hasselback, who was the Division I Player of the Year last season. Wow, how's that for a start?
Unexpected. Needham is usually more disciplined than that.
6-0, a one-play, 81-yard drive that took 14 seconds. Here comes a PAT attempt. Kick is up and good by Luke. There's Luke Bell. Had my teams cross for a moment. 7-0 Xaverian, 8:40 to go in the first quarter of play. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
Thank you to the Gavel Public House for underwriting this broadcast. Located in the heart of historic Wrentham Center at 36 South Street, the Gavel Public House is dining in a cozy pub-style atmosphere. All menu items are prepared daily by our executive culinary team using local seasonal ingredients. The Gavel Public House has a full-service bar with a variety of craft beers. Enjoy dinner and drinks with friends in the outside seating area. Go to thegavelpublichouse.com.
Here's Luke Bell kicking off, the rugby star. Pooch kick, fielded at his own 28-yard line, up the left sideline. Kick was fielded by 21, Joey Saratella, and boy, did he take a lick. But good field position for the Needham Rockets.
It looks like Xaverian is trying to keep it away from the deep end, Paul. Apparently they've scouted him quite extensively, and they realize that they have the speed and the skill to break one long for them.
It'll be first down, 10 yards to go, their own 36-yard line. Where's the clock? 8:35 to go, first quarter. Offensive line, left to right. Simone's the left tackle. O'Brien, the left guard. Alperstein, the center. Gunda, the right guard. Fox, the right tackle. Schreiber usually plays tight end. He's on the right on this play. 4-4 defense, or 4-3 defense for Xaverian. Twins to the right, that's the wide side. Running back to the left of the quarterback car. Right slot comes a motion. We got a flag.
We have a false start.
Wow.
On the offense.
Second flag of the game.
Yep, the nerves are readily apparent from Needham.
It'll be first and 15 yards to go for their own 31-yard line. 7-0 Xaverian, 8:35 to go, first quarter. Carr gets the call from Coach Doug Kopsko. I believe he's been the head coach for 7th season. He's been with the program for 21. He was a linebacker at Needham back in the day. One wide out to the right, that's number 13, McNamee. Two wide outs to the left, that's the short side. Now Carr's going to create trips that way with motion. They fake the jet sweep. Another flag is
Yep,
down.
another flag. We're going to get another illegal procedure.
That's only the third.
Somebody's moving. Again, the jitters.
1st and 20 from the 26-yard line for Needham. Kevin, what do you have on the play sheet for 1st and 20?
Go deep, Paul.
Draw, middle screen. We are at Gillette Stadium. After this game, we'll have the great Division II matchup. Some people think those are the best two teams in the state. Catholic Memorial against King Philip. Third time those two teams have met in the last 4 years. Twins to the right. Tight end is left of the formation. Two running backs. Carr fakes, throws into the flat to Aiden Williams. Makes him tackle or miss. He's going to be brought down by number 3 in the open field, Killian Devon. Moves from the 26 to the 31, gain of 5.
Williams gets back the second of 2 penalties, so it's still 15 to go.
Second down, 15 yards to go. Clock moving as we approach 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Xaverian coached by Al Fernaro, class of 78, longtime assistant and defensive coordinator for the great Charlie Stevenson, who began coaching at Xaverian in 1563.
Before football.
Yeah, sometime around there. They're on the right hash mark, moving left to right.
Another flag, right?
Here we
Yeah.
go. There's another flag. This one is going to be on Xaverian.
So that's the first penalty on Xaverian.
All right, we're back to the original line of scrimmage.
Second down, 10 yards to go. At their own 36-yard line.
So you saying the last 2.5 minutes was kind of a waste?
Aiden Williams has 206 carries on the year, 1,640 yards, 23 touchdowns on offense, 2 more on defense with pick sixes as a linebacker. Aiden Williams as the Wildcat quarterback breaks the line of scrimmage and then is driven back in on the tackles, number 57.
They're going to give him progress.
Mahoney and number 59, Amidi, again, who's heading to BC, 6'3", 270 pounds. So no gain. 3rd and 10. Clock moving, so we're approaching 6.5 minutes to go. Twins to the right, 1 receiver left. Williams to the left of quarterback Griffin Carr, both captains. Shotgun snap, the righty rolls left, sets, throws a floater, complete! Caught is made, I believe that's the tight end, Ben Schreiber, with the catch. First down, wow.
Nice play. Shriver sat down in front of the defensive back. Quarterback rolled out, saw him, delivered the ball.
They move from the 36-yard line to the 49. That's a 13-yard gain. Bill, you gave up on keeping stats this year. We'll let the guys in the big press box do that.
Absolutely, Paul.
Yeah. I got the stat sheet ready to go if you change your mind.
I'm good. But thank you for offering.
Kevin, do you have enough to do doing stats, graphics up there?
I have enough to do, Paul. I'll leave it up to the big guys in the booth up there to do the stats for me.
Two tight end power pistol formation. They give to the fullback underneath. The right fullback runs left and gets just about nothing on the carry. Number 9, Stephen Rakaboli on the tackle. Every single Xaverian player on the field. No gain.
You're taught to run to the ball and gang tackle. It's a prime example of that right there.
This drive started with 8:35 to go. We're now 5:45 to go. Clock moving. Second down, 10 yards to go. And again, Needham, they've been a running team all season long. Passing has been the most effective work today. Good to see the Pat Patriot logo in the middle of the field.
Absolutely.
Play action pass. Carr runs right. Square out. Pass just a little bit short. Bounces into the arms of Brant Brickford. It'll be 3rd and 10. Clock stops with 5:26 to go. Well, last time in this situation, they went to the outstanding tight end, two-way player, Ben Schreiber. I'm going to guess that the Xaverian coaches took note of that as well.
Paul, I think so. I think they're going to try and mix it up. I think they may go to Williams. That's just my guess.
The defensive ends for the Xaverian are Funky and Amidi. The defensive tackles, Mathios and Berube. Wide out to the left, that's the short side. There's a slot on that side, a wide out to the right.
Oh.
Shuttle pass inside to the left slot, coming right. He's close to
got the
first down
down.
yardage. Tackle made by number 1, Dave Shivaga.
I'm waiting for the signal.
I think that's enough for a first.
And
He's looking at it. I don't see the signal from the line judge. We're going to get a measurement.
And who did I say ran that?
That was number 9, I believe, Paul.
Number 9?
Number 9.
Actually, looking up number 33, looking up at the replay that you can't see, Captain Joe Kaczynski. It's interesting on the program, they don't list their running backs as tailbacks, fullbacks, or running backs. They list them as ATH, which is short for athlete. So that's actually a shuttle pass.
Yes.
From Carr to Kaczynski.
If he had dropped that, it would have been ruled an incomplete pass.
Yes. Which, when I become benevolent czar, that rule changes.
4th down.
And it's just short.
Wow.
4th and about, Kevin, would you say that's 7 or 8 inches?
I'm going to go with 7.5, Paul, just to be accurate.
I'll concur with that, Kevin.
Thank you, Bill.
Marking the ball, we'll call it the 39, the plus 39.
Can I call it the 42? Or the 41?
41.
No, they've got to be at the 41 to give them that credit. First quarter moving by quickly. Clock starts again as we approach 5 minutes to go. 2 tight ends. In fact, there are 8 men on the line of scrimmage. Oh, no, 7 men. There are the 3 backs. Offset fullback to the right.
Get in there.
They fake to the fullback right. They go with Williams to the left. First down, Needham Rockets.
Nice job by Needham. Nice job.
Great counter. Have to look in closer, see if a guard pulled on that.
They went to the money side on that side, Paul.
Just straight blast blocking. Williams bursting through tackles. Give credit to the tackle for big number 77 for the Hawks. Gino Gioso. See if I got that pronunciation right. I did. So it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ooh.
Motion. They run to the right. Williams hit in the backfield. Initial hit made by big number 31, Dominic Funky.
They're going to give him nothing on that. We're going to have 2nd and 10.
Dominic Funky is being recruited.
Oh, Williams is taking off his gloves. He's not happy with, apparently, with the way the ball feels.
2nd and 10. Funky, Dom Funky being recruited by BC, Temple, Pitt, Wisconsin, Wake Forest, Syracuse, Rutgers, and Bridgewater State College, the Harvard of Southeastern Mass.
We're going Wildcat here, Paul. Williams is going to receive the snap.
All right, I might have made that up. Yeah, Williams, and I'm trying to see who the undersized fullback is to his left. Tight end to the right. Right wing comes in motion. And they give the jet sweep. 2nd carry of the day, and I think that's the 2nd first down for Joe Kaczynski on a jet sweep out of the Wildcat. That's creative.
Needham has their own version of Thunder and Lightning.
Yes. Blanchard and Davis to go way back. Great backfield at Army. Look it up, kids. Tackle made by number 5 on the play. Boy, tiny font on this. Nick Wenstrom. So he moves from the 37
Needham staying
to
in
the
the
28.
Wildcat.
1st and 10. Williams tries to run up the middle. Nice work by the defensive tackles, Mathios and Berube. Doesn't get much. We'll give him a yard. Okay, not counting the penalties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was the 10th play of the drive. 11th play coming up. Ball's at the 26-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down
8.
And 8. Spread formation now. No tight end, 5 offensive linemen. Wide side is the right side of the field. Carr rolls right. Throws just over the outstretched hands of Brant Bickford. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Paul, any stats on Needham here in the sense, are they in field goal, any potential field goal range?
I was just trying to see that, who they're. In the warm-ups, number 24 was taking the place kicks, Alex Rufo, who's an outstanding kicker. And from 40 yards, he just missed. So
okay, it'd be about a 42 from here, 43. And don't forget the field goal posts are narrower.
6 feet narrower here at the pro level than the high school level. And remember, in Chase Frizzoli's freshman year, those thin goalposts cost North against St. John's. Swing pass to Williams to the right, gets into space, hit and taken down. Initial hit made by that dominating defensive end, Dominic Funk. Also in there, I believe, number 8, Vincent Busa, who's a heck of a running back as well. Good gain, though.
4th and 2.
So a 6-yard gain to Williams. It'll be 4th and 2 at the 20-yard line. 13th play of the drive coming up. 2:05 to go, first quarter, clock moving.
Just a point of reference, Paul, we are using the high school marks and not the professional marks, and that's why the ball is outside of those hash marks.
Yep. There's a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. On AACS 15 Sports.
Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. They offer personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Best of luck to all of the local teams from the Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. We have a correction and amplification. That was a Needham timeout, their first of 3 allowed and a half.
That's why you brought me along, Paul.
13th play of the drive coming up, 4th down, 2 yards to go.
And thankfully, we're playing Federation, and Massachusetts is no longer doing NCAA because there used to be 5 timeouts a half.
Here they come. Looks like they're going to set up with Carr. Nope. Wildcat formation with Williams. I believe the fullback is Mancino. Nope, the quarterback is Carr. Gives to the tailback. Williams breaks a tackle in the backfield and wills himself to a first down. Somehow breaking free of the grasp of the outstanding two-way player, Brendan Berube.
Came up, hit him at the knees. He shook it off. What a great play by Williams to maintain his balance. Kept on driving his legs and made the first down.
He's at the 17-yard line. We'll give him a gain of 3 on 4th and 2. I'm starting to see why Lehigh wanted Aiden Williams to play for him. 14th play of the drive coming up. Tight splits in that offensive line. Looks like a 5-man front for Xaverian now. Counter to Williams. He's hit at the line this time. Let's see who gets up at the bottom of that pile. Come on, young lad. 57 in there on the initial hit. Boy, this writing is so small in the program. Matthios. That's no gain. How many no gain runs have we had today? Whoops.
Half a dozen or close to.
Yeah. 2nd down, 10 yards to go from the 17-yard line. 15th play of this drive. We're inside a minute to go in the first quarter. 2 tight ends, wing right, I formation. There's an offense I can understand from the 70s. That's the Xaverian offense. Bootleg right.
Oh.
1 pattern receiver. The throw was off because of the incredible pass rush of number 31, Dominic Funky. Again, Dominic, a St. Sebastian's transfer and a Needham resident. Foiling his hometowners there is 3rd and 10.
Paul, as my coach used to say, pressure bursts pipes.
Yes.
And that's a prime example. The pressure was there. He wasn't able to perform.
Your coach said pressure burst pipes, and remember, Mickey, the manager, told Rocky, women weaken legs. Don't know if that's appropriate for a high school broadcast, but I already said it. Again, a spread formation, 2 wideouts each way. Right side is the wide side. Left slot comes in motion. 3-man front for the Hawks. Carr back to pass, heavily rushed by Funky.
Oh, in and out.
Ooh, just in and out of the grasp of Joe Kaczynski. But again, that pass got to Joe a second quicker than he thought it would because of the pass rush of the great Dominic Funky. 4th and 10. Kevin, you were talking about field goal. Now we might see that.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Be about a 36, 35-yard field goal from here. You said he was coming up short, just short from 40, so it'd be an interesting call.
It wasn't just short; it was just wide.
Just
left.
wide. Okay,
But,
so he's got the leg. Yep.
Jinx,
Not
owe me
bad.
a Coke. The holder is number 4, Andrew Concannon. Missed who the long snapper was. Kick will be Alex Rufo. He's a good one. The left, blocked! Blocked, I believe, blocked by Chiavago. And Needham jumps on the ball back near their own 40-yard line. So a 17-play drive goes for naught. Xaverian takes over.
Assignment missed. Came from right up the middle. Right up the middle, the block.
So Xaverian will take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. 19 seconds to go, first quarter. So where am I here? Minus 37. 1st and 10. 19 seconds. Coming out at quarterback, Will Wood, who's done an outstanding job this year, filling in for the Division I Player of the Year, Henry Hasselback. That name sounds familiar. Running left, big hole for Busa. He's got a first down, yardage tackle made by Brant Bickford. Busa on the season, 139 carries, 1,235 yards, 17 touchdowns. He's also one of the leading tacklers. They run again with Busa. Original line of scrimmage was the 47.
That's the end of the quarter.
And that will end the first quarter. So a 10-yard run for Busa. And when we get back, it's going to be 2nd down, 6 yards to go. With this, no score here in the MIAA Division I Championship. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture?
Achin's Garage is now celebrating more than 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area. Achin's provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking up a big chunk of your day. Achin's Garage, proudly celebrating more than 100 years of service to the area and congratulating all of tonight's teams.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Our second correction and amplification. It's 7-0 Xaverian on their one play, 14-second, 81-yard drive, a touchdown pass from Will Wood.
Hey, Bill, as an official, is that your favorite play when they only march about 2 yards at the end of a quarter?
Especially as the umpire, Kevin. Yes, it is, because when you flip it, you're only doing it about 2 yards.
Yes.
Okay, so that first run was for 13 plus 3, a 16-yard gain for Busa. His second rush was a 4-yard gain.
The killers are, Kevin, inside the 10
Yeah.
on either side. You gotta go 70 yards either side. It's no fun.
Officials pull more hamstrings that way.
When I did games in another state on radio, Bill, that's when I knew I could take 2 commercials.
Chivigado is wide right. I formation. Tight end is left. That's the short side of the field. Any idea who the white hat is?
No, this crew was out of Springfield, so I'm not familiar with them. But it was announced to us that the Springfield guys were going to be getting this game, which is good for them.
Yep.
That they get one of the bigger games.
So we got an explanation going on to both coaches. Al Fornaro, and if you don't like Al Fornaro, give up. You don't like people. He's the head coach for Xaverian, I believe it is 7th year.
We're still in a timeout.
Yeah, I think we're in a TV timeout,
Oh,
guys.
So I could have run another commercial.
Well, not now.
Want to thank our underwriters, W.H. Riley and Son. They've been around since 1874. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial Services, Aitchen's Garage, Rentham Cooperative Bank, and the Gavel Public House in Rentham. Busa runs right, has a big hole, breaks out of a tackle, spins out of another, down the left sideline, taken down inside the 10-yard line. What a job by the offensive line of Anderson, Gioso, Asunkau, Berube, and Lindholm.
Saving tackle. He was headed for the pylon. Xaverian has come out fired up.
So he moves from the 47 to the 7-yard line. A scant 40-yard run for Busa. First and goal. 7-0 Xaverian. Wide out to the right. That's the wide side. Tight end left. Needham, 3-man, now a 4-man front. 3 linebackers, man-to-man coverage, press on the right side, on the left side of the defense. Wood hands in the backfield. This time Busa is hit immediately by Will McDonald and Charlie Giansicol. Whoops, let's get that right. Gianciolio.
Big Will.
Will McDonald, also a star volleyball player, heading to West Point. He has 10.5 tackles for loss and 7.5 sacks on the season. That's number 7 in the blue. So that was actually a loss of 1. Second and goal from the 8. I formation. Right slot comes in motion left, now sets up his tight end on that side. Fullback trap. Right up the middle. And I believe that's number 43, Luke Bell, the rugby star.
They're down to the 2. And we're at 3rd and goal.
Bell moves from the 8-yard line to the 2. 6-yard gain for Bell.
Needham just substituted in number 77, the left tackle and defensive nose.
That Simeone starts at left tackle on offense and obviously is part of the goal line defense. The old Kansas City Chiefs choir formation huddle for Xaverian. Wide out to the right. Tight end is right. Power eye left. Busa bursting through tackles into the end zone. 13-0 Xaverian. 10:15 to go, first quarter.
Needham is on their heels right now. They have to regroup if they want to stay in this game. Looks like Xaverian has come out ready to play.
That was a 6-play drive that covered 63 yards. 5 carries on that drive for Vincent Busa, tailback and outside linebacker, 6 foot, 187 pounds. Here comes the extra point. Line drive, base hit for Luke Bell. It's 14-0 Xaverian. And we'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy, along with Bill Keefe Jr., Kevin Callahan on graphics, and once in a while having something to say into the microphone. Peter Bray is on camera. Jim Jones is our engineer in charge. Here comes the bell kickoff, left to right. Another squibber. Goes out of bounds. There's the penalty flag, which means, Bill,
A couple of options, Paul. You can 5 yards, push them back 5 yards, or take the ball at the 35-yard line, which looks like Needham will be taking the ball at the 35-yard line. In last night's game, Mashpee had them re-kicked, and they didn't even get the ball to the 20-yard line after the 5-yard penalty. So it's a decision that the coaches make. Hopefully, or they're hoping that something may happen.
whoops.
In this case, Needham is going to take as much yardage as they can to get a start here. They need to get something going here.
They'll begin at their own 35, down 14-0, 1st and 10, heading right to left, four-man front, press coverage for Xaverian, spread formation.
Fumble.
Runs up the middle, ball is loose, recovered by Xaverian. Coming up with a recovery, number 49, Desmond Rohana. Wow.
It's cliche, but it's exactly what Needham did not need in that situation.
Absolutely, Kevin. Absolutely.
And again, the defense is keying on Williams. Let's fake it to Williams and let our quarterback run up the middle.
Yep.
But that great defensive front, Funky and Amidi, the ends, Matheos and Berube, the defensive tackles, caused the fumble.
This is a position that Needham has not been in at all year long.
Yeah.
And I think they're a little confused by it.
So Needham coming in 11-0, and Xaverian coming in 8-3. Xaverian has faced some adversity. Needham might not have faced the same adversity coming into the Super Bowl game.
Good point. First down, they're going to go deep up the right sideline. Reaching for it just beyond Chivagato. On the coverage. This is my nephew Matt calling me, seeing if he can fill in tomorrow. Matt, I'm calling a game right now. Can you text me? No, this is the first game. This is Xaverian against Needham. Xaverian ahead 14-0. Text me, you maniac. Hopefully you can join us tomorrow. All right.
The flip phone comes out.
Yes. So that was just barely incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Xaverian Hawks from the +33. Wide out to the right. Busa inside, outside, back inside. That's about a 9-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and short. Starting to think this Busa kid can play the game. Again, yep.
I'm going to say it. It's going to come out. I have to say it. Your nephew calling you while you're doing the game is almost unovercomable.
Unrecoverable. That's last year's term. I was here for that one. Unovercomable. That was the word.
From the 33 to the 24, it'll be 4th, 3rd and 1. 9-yard gain for Busa.
I've dropped that a couple of times in text to Paul during the show throughout the last year.
By the way, Busa, with an ankle injury, he missed the semifinal victory over Boston College High. Nice to have him back. Earlier in the season against Leominster, first round of the playoffs, I believe, 18 rushes, 227 yards for a touchdown. Besides that, it didn't do much. Who called that timeout?
Xaverian. Called timeout.
Xaverian timeout. Will take a timeout on the AACS. Whoops, where are we here? AACS 15 Sports.
A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Kevin, what did you just add to the broadcast during the break?
2 timeouts left, or that Chicago was playing in the background?
I was hoping you'd cover both. I was in high school when that song came out. Third down, 1 yard to go, 2 tight ends. Excuse me, 1 tight end. To the right, power the formation to the short side. Back to pass. Sacked by Will McDonald. In double figures for sacks this year. They're going to love him at West Point.
That is a great play by Will. He can run off the edge, beat the outside blocker, right to the quarterback. Didn't know what to do with it. Big drop.
That's a 7-yard loss. So it's going to be 4th down and about 7-8 yards to go. Trying to see who that Needham nose guard is.
Now, Needham will bounce in between a 3-5 and a 4-5, Paul.
Yeah, they're in the 4 now. Xaverian.
Everybody in motion.
Bunch formation to the right.
Oh.
Quick pass to Busa. Nearly slips out of the tackle, but it's made by number 13, Camden McNamee. That's going to be short, a turnover on downs.
Needham still has some fight in him, as I expected.
He moved from the 31 to about the 30. That's going to be a 1-yard gain, but they needed 8, and it's a turnover on downs.
Potential momentum changer there, guys. After the turnover, that's a huge stop.
Absolutely, Kevin. Absolutely. Let's see if they can get something going here.
8:02 to go, first half. At their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Carr hands to Williams, goes right. Initial hit made by big number 51, Brendan Berube. Funk gets involved in there as well. Another carry for no gain for the Needham Rockets, 2nd and 10.
Looks like Xaverian's jamming the holes, and Williams is trying to find something, and instead of moving forward, he's moving laterally, and he seems to be dancing a little instead of pushing the ball forward. He needs to get going.
3 wide outs to the right. That's the wide side of the field as the Rockets travel right to left, trailing 14-0 inside 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. Griffin Carr, quick bubble screen out to the right. Catch is made, hit hard. Brant Bickford goes down. Initial hit made by number 15, Christian McIntyre, a Z receiver on offense, cornerback on defense. We'll give him a gain of 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
Great reaction by Xaverian on that play. The little bubble screen to the wide side of the field. Defense moved up, shut it down real quick.
Needham could not set up their blocking upfield, and Xaverian got in there for the tackle.
3rd down, 8 yards to go. Looks like that. Oh, there's Carr, the quarterback. Back to pass. Williams stays in to block. Oh, he's crushed. Ball flutters and falls incomplete. And in the words of the great Tommy Boy Callahan, that's going to leave a mark. As charging in was Dominic Funk. 6'2", 230 pounds. Ouch.
Needham very fortunate that was not intercepted. It would have been at about the 47-yard line, and there was nothing but green grass in front of them.
Absolutely, absolutely. They dodged another bullet on that one, Kevin. Absolutely.
This is the 17th championship game for Xaverian. They've won 9, lost 7. Needham, this is only their 2nd championship game. In 2011, they were edged out in a Super Bowl loss. There's the snap, punt.
Trying to kick it away from the deep man.
By Rufo, nice punt. Both teams have good kicking games. And that rolls all the way to the 21-yard line. So that's going to be 18 plus 29.
Looks like they're spotting it at the 22, Paul.
Pardon me?
It looks like they're spotting it at the 22.
Okay, so a 46-yard punt.
A left-footed kicker, too. One of Bill Belichick's favorites.
Yeah. So Xaverian takes over, 6:23 to go in the first quarter. They're while leading 14-0. Three-man front for the Needham Rockets. Still trying to get the number of that nose guard. Again, the defensive ends are number 7, McDonald, and number 8, Cianciolo. I formation, tight end right, twins left. Busa runs over left tackle. Bursa again. Tonight he is not going down on the initial hit.
Flag coming in from the back judge.
Nice arm on that back judge.
Got a face mask. It looks like he's signaling.
So Busa with a run to the left. They're marking the penalty at the 30. So we give Busa credit for an 8-yard run.
In Federation, there's 2 face mask penalties. There's a 5-yard and a 15, and it looks like Needham's been hit with the 15.
Wow.
So it was an extensive one.
So that's the grab and jerk as opposed to just the grab.
That's correct. The nose
next
guard is number 10, Paul. I just was able to get a look at him.
J.C. Andrade. So they're now at the 49-yard line. So with a run and the penalties, that was a gain of 27 yards. I formation. Off left tackle again. This is the second running back in for Xaverian, number 10, Bryce Todd.
Another big chunk.
Running behind that line, the tight end is Benting. Left tackle Anderson, left guard Gioso. The center is Asunkau, the right guard Barubi, the right tackle Lindholm. It'll be second and we calling that 5 or 6?
5.
So a 5-yard gain on that run, second and 5. Ball's now at the plus 47. And I'm trying to get Bryce Todd's numbers real quick on the year. He had an outstanding game against BC High in the semis. Buso's back in, inside, cuts outside. Huge collision on the far sideline with number 33, Kajunsky, but another first down run for Busa.
Big run for Buso, getting to the outside, getting past the line to gain. Another first down, it keeps it rolling for Xaverian.
He's at the 38-yard line, so a 9-yard run.
Needham needs to stop here. They need something.
We'll get stats at halftime, but Busa's starting to pile up the yardage. Again, Needham had a 17-play drive late in the first quarter that came up empty when a field goal attempt was blocked at the end of that drive. 1st and 10 from the 38. Twins to the right, that's the wide side. Wood rolls to the right, heavily pressured, cuts underneath it, taken down from behind by Aiden Williams.
That's going to go as a sack.
Yep.
Looks like to be a 2-yard loss on that.
Smart play there by Needham. He looked like he went for the strip sack, but he definitely focused on getting the sack and not just the strip out of it, allowing him to be a 2-yard loss on the sack.
Then McDowell put the pressure on from the short side, and then the defensive lineman came around and cleaned up on the backside for him.
They're at the 40-yard line. 2 wideouts to the right, short side. Again, they've been running power I left all day, but coming underneath to blow that play up. Turn around, son. You split the gap. That was the linebacker on an A-gap blitz. Number 99, that's Alex Rutley.
I would almost expect Needham here to maybe use a timeout on 3rd and 12 to see if they can get the ball back in a turnover on downs or a punt.
And it looks like Xaverian got away with a hold on number 99, number 77.
Yep. Clock is moving. Inside 3:15 to go. First half, 14-0. The Xaverian Hawks.
But that's just my personal opinion.
Wide left is Shivagato. Wide right, McIntyre. Timeout. And let's signal which
Timeout's
way.
Xaverian. I'm sorry, Needham's timeout.
Nope, Xaverian.
Oh. Wow.
And there it is.
I saw the signal come from the short side here.
When that timeout, we'll take a break on AACS. Whoops, wrong way. 15 Sports.
College football was introduced in 1869. 4 years later, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W. H. Riley and Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W. H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs.
We had squalls last night. Yeah.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Windy night here, but it's interesting. The flags at the top of the goalpost to our right are moving right, and the flags to the goalpost on our left are swirling around. And it was Kevin who pointed out that the officials' trousers are blowing quite freely in the wind.
Okay, and back to football.
Here's that four-man bunch formation on the right. Four receivers in a diamond shape. Four-man rush, an X up the middle. Wood decides to run inside to the right. Taken down on a beautiful open field tackle by Bickford. It'll be 3rd and long.
That looked like a design play, Paul,
Yeah.
where they bunched everybody over. He faked the pass and then went to the far side of the field.
Paul, correction, it's 4th down now.
Yep, you're right. 4th and 9, so a 3-yard gain for Wood. Moves from the 40 to the 37. 14-0, Xaverian. And they're going to come in short punt formation with the rugby star Luke Bell. Both teams try to rule the line of scrimmage against their opponents. So far, Xaverian has had the edge today. One returner deep. Heavy rush, short punt. And that comes straight down into the wind. Down by Xaverian inside the 15-yard line. You know, guys, early in this century, 2000 or 2001, I covered a New Hampshire state championship game. 55-mile-an-hour gust of winds. Concord was in that game, and a punt in that game was caught by the punter.
That's how you know it's windy out, right?
Yes, 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And by rule, he could run.
Really?
Actually, that's interesting. You can catch your own punt.
Well, absolutely. If the ball doesn't cross the line of scrimmage, it can be advanced by either side. It can
Interesting.
It can be advanced by either side, including lineman or, punter. Anybody.
Ball at the 15-yard line. Here comes the Needham Rockets, trailing 14-0. Just 2:11 to go in the first half. Shotgun formation. Quarterback Griffin Carr. Back to pass. They throw underneath. Pass is complete to the tight end Schreiber, his second catch. Nice open field tackle. That's number 5 on the hit. Nick Wenstrom.
Absolutely. Great play. Nice pass and reception by number 15, but Xaverian was there. 3 guys around the ball.
We'll give him a 7-yard gain. Call it 2nd down, 3 yards to go. Carr rolls right. Complete on the run to Bickford. What a game Bickford has had.
Nice gain. Roll up by the quarterback. Bickford again. Going to the outside, sitting down in front of the defense, catching the ball and making a nice little play.
Moves from the 22 to the 32, a 10-yard gain. So again, Needham very rarely fails to control the line of scrimmage. The Xaverians had the edge. Now they're pulling out some rollouts, bootleg looks. Carr comes up the middle, ducks under a sack attempt, takes a big hit from Ethan Jean, an outside linebacker blitzing on the play.
Needham calls timeout.
We had a microphone in the quarterback's helmet on that play. It sounded something like this. We'll be right back.
Thank you to the Gavel Public House for underwriting this broadcast. Located in the heart of historic Rentham Center at 36 South Street, The Gavel Public House is dining in a cozy pub-style atmosphere. All menu items are prepared daily by our executive culinary team using local seasonal ingredients. The Gavel Public House has a full-service bar with a variety of craft beers. Enjoy dinner and drinks with friends in the outside seating area. Go to thegavelpublichouse.com.
As a trained professional, I know what that dead air means. We're back. Sack was by Ethan Jean, a 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12, just outside their own 30-yard line. Trips to the right after the motion. Carr rolls right, back to the left, gets it to Schreiber in open field.
Tried a little screen there.
Tackle made by Wenstrom.
Needham in the no huddle. They're trying to get something going before the end of the half.
Just a 1-yard gain, 3rd and 11 at the 31. 45 seconds to go in the half. Trips to the right, that's the wide side. Carr back to pass, steps up. He's going to be sacked again.
Too much pressure. Xaverian's just putting too much pressure. The offensive line is not holding. Xaverian is...
Gioso and Funk on the sack.
Yep, Xaverian's confusing the offensive line, and they can't make a play. They can't put anything together now.
Did Xaverian use a timeout there?
I believe so.
Okay.
4th down and 13 yards to go. So a loss of 2 yards, 1-2.
Xaverian is now out of timeouts. Needham has one more left should they choose it in the last 37 seconds.
And it's a great idea by Xaverian. It's 4th down. They're going to punt. They'll flip the field, and the way that they've been going, just like the first play, they're looking for another score. They could possibly do that.
They're only sending one returner back, Bill. I think it's 4th down. They're going to try to block the punt. One man is deep. That's Christian McIntyre, who I think might be Irish. That's just a wild guess.
Looks like center pressure on the line.
Rufo back to punt. High snap. They don't get to it. Whoa, what a beautiful booming punt. Caught at his own 28-yard line. McIntyre can't get to the edge. Nice open field tackle by James Lalonde.
Nice play by Needham to take that pressure off. They were coming for him.
Yep.
I bet you Xaverian thought they had a chance at 1st and 10 at the 50 with 27 seconds to go.
Yeah.
I don't think they envisioned back at their own 30.
Right.
Bill, you know how I hate to say this. Good point, Kevin. 1st and 10 for their own 30, but there are just 27 ticks left on the first half clock.
Do you draw up that first touchdown play on the first play on offense for Xaverian? Try it again.
Well, we're going into victory formation now. They're going to take a knee and go into the locker room with a 14-0 lead.
And there it goes. And Needham does not call timeout. And we will head into the locker room. We'll have first half stats for you when we come back. It is 14-0 Needham on the strength of an 81-yard touchdown pass from Will Wood to Dave Chivigato. And then a 63-yard, 6-play drive where on 5 of those 6 plays, the ball was carried by Vincent Busa. He ended it with a 2-yard touchdown run, 14-0. Xaverian, what a great atmosphere here at Gillette Stadium.
Outstanding. The crowd is
Tremendous for high school football. I can't guess the attendance, but it is packed in front of us. Both teams are very well represented.
As Bum Phillips would say, a whole lot more than just a little bit. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the MIAA and the Massachusetts Secondary Schools Athletic Directors Association.
Thank you to the Gavel Public House for underwriting this broadcast. Located in the heart of historic Wrentham Center at 36 South Street, the Gavel Public House is dining in a cozy pub-style atmosphere. All menu items are prepared daily by our executive culinary team using local seasonal ingredients. The Gavel Public House has a full-service bar with a variety of craft beers. Enjoy dinner and drinks with friends in the outside seating area. Go to thegavelpublichouse.com. Wrentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. They offer personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Best of luck to all of the local teams from the Wrentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at wrenthamcoop.com. Aitchin's Garage is now celebrating more than 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area. Aitchin's provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking up a big chunk of your day. Aitchin's Garage, proudly celebrating more than 100 years of service to the area and congratulating all of tonight's teams. A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial. College football was introduced in 1869. 4 years later, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley and Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day, interscholastic sports in Massachusetts. This message presented by the MIAA and the Massachusetts Secondary Schools Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy, along with Bill Keith Jr., Kevin, that's going to leave Mark Callahan, Peter Bray is on camera, Jim Jones is the engineer in charge. Xaverian won the toss and deferred to the second half. Kicked off to Needham, who were unable to generate a first down, primarily due to a legal procedure penalty, and they punted. Xaverian took over at their own 19-yard line. Kevin, how many plays did it take Xaverian to score on that drive?
If my math is correct, Paul, 1.
I'm surprised you could count that high, too, folks. Yes, a pass from Will Wood to Dave Shivagato made the catch, and the ball was in the air for 45, 50 yards. Shivagato broke off the lone tackler and sprinted the rest of the way, an 81-yard touchdown. And there we go. We'll let you handle this in a minute. Or maybe Kevin, one of the two. Needham got the ball back. The good news is They drove from their own 36 to the 17-yard line, a 17-play drive. Bad news is on 4th and 10, trying a 31-yard field goal, the field goal was blocked, I believe, by Shivagato. Xaverian got the ball back at the 37-yard line after recovering the loose ball after the block, ran the ball for 6 straight plays, 5 of those carries by their outstanding tailback Vincent Busa. Gains of 16 yards, 4 yards, 40 yards, then a 1-yard loss. We'll forgive him for that. The fullback gained 6, and Busa took it in from 2 yards out. The PAT from Luke Bell was good. It was 14-0, and that's how our first half ended. Who wants to do the stats?
I'll take them, Paul.
All right.
Well, Xaverian, total yards is 170.
Wow.
88 yards rushing, 82 yards passing, so pretty well balanced there. The majority of that 82 came in the first play of the game for Xaverian. The quarterback is 2 out of 3. Xaverian has 5 first downs. The third down conversion is at 33%, 1 for 3. Fourth down, they haven't converted, they're 0 for 1. 0 turnovers, and they have 3 penalties for 25 yards. On the other side, Needham. This is the big difference. Needham is at 64 total yards.
Wow.
They have 19 yards rushing, 45 yards passing on 7 completions out of 12 attempts. 5 first downs. Their conversion rate on third down is 1 of 7, but their fourth down, they're 2 of 2 on fourth downs, which has allowed them to at least stay on the field and try to get something going. They have 1 turnover, which was the fumble.
Yep.
And 4 penalties for 30 yards.
Wow.
Bill, looking at these stats, the interesting thing, Needham is it's almost 50-50 on rushes versus passes. It's 16 rushing attempts and 12 passing attempts. And you look over at Xaverian, just the 3 passing attempts to go along with 15 rushing attempts. But yet it's Xaverian that's dominating on the scoreboard and in the stats, obviously helped by an 81-yard touchdown pass.
Both teams are running teams, and trust me, Needham wants to have balance, but not that much balance.
Yeah.
If they're throwing as much as they're running, they're in trouble. But what a job by the edge rushers for the Xaverian Hawks. Dominic Funk came in with 55 tackles, 14 for loss with 6 sacks, forced 2 fumbles on the year. Micah Amidi, who's heading to Boston College, he has 36 tackles on the year, 6 sacks, and 1 fumble recovery. The pass rush has been really difficult for Needham to deal with.
They don't have an answer for it. Their offensive line does not have an answer for it. They're collapsing the pocket. The quarterback is scrambling, and he just can't get anything going. And his size does not help him. As a shorter quarterback, he can't see over the rush as it's coming in, especially as the line collapses back into him.
Aiden Williams, the two-way star for Needham. On Turkey Day against Wellesley, he had 173-yard rushing and 2 touchdowns in that big win. In the oldest high school rivalry in the nation, Wellesley still leads 66-62 with 9 ties. Aiden Williams is going to Lehigh. Their big rival is Lafayette, where Aiden's mother played college basketball. And you're probably asking yourself, I wonder what college football teams have the longest continuous rivalry, and it's Lehigh and Lafayette.
That is actually pretty interesting. And you don't always come out with interesting things, Paul, so I appreciate that.
That's all the time we have for Kevin Callahan. We're going to go back to a break because I respect my other commentator.
Notice I'm sitting further away from you where you cannot hit me.
But I can tell that Bill Keefe Jr., he wants to dig into that slice of pizza he has.
I certainly do.
It's 14-0 at halftime. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Massachusetts needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Thank you to the Gavel Public House for underwriting this broadcast. Located in the heart of historic Wrentham Center at 36 South Street, the Gavel Public House is dining in a cozy pub-style atmosphere. All menu items are prepared daily by our executive culinary team using local seasonal ingredients. The Gavel Public House has a full-service bar with a variety of craft beers. Enjoy dinner and drinks with friends in the outside seating area. Go to thegavelpublichouse.com. Wrentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. They offer personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Best of luck to all of the local teams from the Wrentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at wrenthamcoop.com. Aitchin's Garage is now celebrating more than 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area. Aitchin's provides 24-hour friendly...
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Excuse me, pizza I'm finishing, but I didn't realize we were ready to start. Xaverian won the first half toss, deferred to the second half. Kickoff by Rufo is boomed out of the end zone. Xaverian Hawks will take over 1st and 10. Their own 20-yard line, heading right to left. Looks like into this swirling wind at Gillette Stadium.
Oh, looks like Xaverian is, when they get the ball, what are they going to do for the second half? Are they going to ball control, keep it on the ground, and keep the ball away from Needham? And what is Needham going to do on defense? Are they going to pressure him? They have to contain the running back Busa. He has just eaten them up.
One of the reasons I don't play fantasy football is because football games are won and lost on the line of scrimmage, dagnabbit.
They certainly are.
And they don't have stats for those guys, and so far Xaverian is winning that matchup. I formation, off tackle running, screaming into the backfield from his outside linebacker spot. Ben Schreiber, who can play for my team anytime. Loss of 1 for Busa. He's down to 87 yards rushing now.
Xaverian no huddle.
They try to run to the same direction. Big hit by the nose tackle, Andre. But Busa wills his way to 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 9.
3rd down now.
3rd and 9, thank you.
I've noticed that about Xaverian. If there's any issue with them moving the ball, they go right to no huddle to try to catch the defense off balance.
Needham was definitely ready for that no huddle.
They were.
Yeah. 4-man front now on 3rd down. Twins to the right, that's the short side. Running back comes in motion outside to the left. We have an empty backfield. We have motion on the line of scrimmage.
False start. Big penalty.
And that Needham crowd, they're on the opposite side of the field. They are rocking right now.
And you very rarely see it, but it's happening right now in high school football. The crowd is affecting this game.
Absolutely, trying to snap the ball right in front of the Needham side, and they are singing and dancing right now and trying to get Xaverian off their game.
I'm sorry, what was that, Kevin? I couldn't hear you. The Needham crowd was too loud.
Exactly.
If you notice, look at the Needham sideline. The players are going up. They're riling them up.
Well, it could be because they're just cold, too. Split backfield, twins both ways, left side's the wide side. Fullback stays in to block. Wood goes to run, taken down from behind by Will McDonald.
Big Will.
And again, he's part of the Needham boys volleyball dynasty over there. So that's a sack back to just a loss of one, but still a sack.
4th down.
How do you determine, Paul or Bill, whether it's a sack or a rush for no yards there?
Well, he dropped back into the pass. He dropped back for a pass. The wide receivers went out.
The line of scrimmage was the 16. Now it's the 50, and that's a sack. Punt received at his own at the 44-yard line. Xaverian strips a tackle. Bickford is out of bounds after a 9-yard gain. Great field position for the Rockets at the 35-36-yard line of the Hawks. That is how Needham wanted to start the second half.
I agree. They came out of the locker room ready to play this second half. The coach must have given some fire and brimstone to these boys to get them going, but they look like they're ready.
The threat would have been start playing better or you're walking home. I can send that bus right home, boys.
Based on the crowd, I bet everybody's parents are here, so
That's true.
It wouldn't be a bus ride home.
9:42 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10. Right wing comes in motion left. It's a reverse to Bickford. And the ball is loose.
Needham signaling that they recovered, and they have the official indicates that the ball is still in Needham's possession. It's going to be second down.
That was right guard Pranay Gunda with the recovery. And it's going to be a gain of 2 yards. Second down, 8 yards to go.
It was a nice setup on the jet sweep. We cut it up, allowed the blockers to push to the outside, cut up, found a seam, and got a couple of yards there.
At the 33-yard line. Wideouts each way, right side's the wide side. We have a tight slot on the left. Williams is the left of the quarterback. They bring the right wing in motion, fake the jet sweep, counter back right to Williams. He is hit by 4 Hawk defenders. I think that means they didn't fall for the fake.
No, they didn't, but Williams did get a couple more yards. Looks like we got 3rd and 5.
Goes from the 33 to the 30, so we'll give him a 3-yard gain. 14-0 Xaverian, approaching 8.5 minutes to go, third quarter. That Needham line, Simone, the left tackle, O'Brien, the left guard.
Looking down at the Needham bench, the coaches seem much more animated than they were in the first half, too.
Alpercine is the center, Gunda the right guard, Fox the right tackle. Twins to the right, that's the wide side. 4-man front for Xaverian. 2 backs astride the shotgun quarterback, Griffin Carr. Back to pass.
Got him.
Williams is wide open on the right.
In.
They're not going to catch him.
Nice
Touchdown,
play.
Needham Rockets.
Nice play. Nice play by Needham. Williams turned out of the backfield on a little bit of a curl route. Quarterback found him. Everybody had moved over to the side. He had a free lane right into the end zone.
Is there any chance that the outside linebacker blitzed on that, which is why Williams was uncovered?
It may have.
Yeah.
But your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, well, the defensive end was chasing him, Funk, and you know that's not his responsibility there, I don't believe.
Right.
Rufo will try the PAT, and again, the height, pro goalposts are 6 feet thinner. Rufo's PAT is good, and Needham is right back in this game, trailing 14-7. As Williams, uncovered, coast 30 yards into the end zone. We'll be right back.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen back?
We're going to stay here because I played the wrong spot.
No, that fumble did not bother him, Kevin.
Because they actually lost 3 yards on that fumble. They had advanced it to the 30, lucky to recover back at the 33. It did not let it affect them at all and kept the momentum going with a great call on that touchdown pass.
Whoops. The Needham Rockets will kick off left to right with Alex Rufo. Senior kicker and place kicker booms this one, and they'll let it go into the end zone. They'll take the touchback. Xaverian begins leading by 7, 7:57 to go in the third quarter.
Nice play by Xaverian there. The deep man thought about taking it, but then looked and saw where everybody was and decided, let it hit the end zone, start at the 20.
Xaverian offensive line left to right, 6 foot 230, 6'4", 305, 5'11", 225 is the center, 5'10", 230. Right tackle right guard Berube, 6'1", 275. Right tackle Lindholm, 6'2", 280.
The Needham team is bouncing like college basketball fans at a Duke game.
Busa inside, outside, lowers his shoulder. There's a beautiful open field hit between Busa and Joe Kajunski. That's going to be a gain of about 9 yards for Busa.
Nice run. Read the play, saw where his opening was, made the corner, dropped his shoulder, and got a couple of extra yards on that.
And that's going to put Busa at or near 100 yards. He came in with 88 in the at the end of the first half. And I believe he's got an even 100 now. Second down, 1 yard to go for the 29. Busa runs right this time. Keeps his legs moving, driving the pile. First down, Busa.
A patient run there. Very patient. He waited for the hole to open, kept 2 hands around the ball to protect it, and then just moved it right through.
It's his Le'Veon Bell impression.
Wow, he's a 21st century player, Paul.
Yeah, I don't often mention those. Ball is at the 37-yard line, so that's an 8-yard gain on 2nd and 1. So Busa's definitely over 100 yards now. 1st and 10. And I have our field mic turned down as low as it goes, and you can still hear the crowd noise pouring in. Running to his right is Wood, slips one tackle, but he's taken down by a host of Rocket defenders.
Number 7, McDowell in there again, disrupting the play.
Wow. McDonald, the outside linebacker, makes the hit in the backfield, cleaned up by Schreiber. Again, McDonald heading to West Point to play football.
I want to apologize to Will. I just call him by Will in the one game that I did. He's a nice kid, by the way. And pretty good for the Army team to get him.
I formation. The fullback is Luke Bell, the rugby star. Right wing comes in motion left, creating twins left, the wide side. Off tackle left. Basic football. Pops it outside. Jumps out of a tackle. Forced out of bounds by Bickford and Lalonde, but that's going to be close to another first down. That is.
The first down, and it looks like they stopped the clock on that. Again, another patient run. Waited for the blocks, pushed it outside.
From his own 37 to his own 47, needed 10, got 10.
Patience truly pays off. When they wait for their blocks to set up, nothing but good things happen upfield.
Notice a slight difference between Busa and Williams. Busa hits the hole real quick, while Williams decides, he dances a little to see where his hole is.
Twins to the right, tight end left, off tackle right to Busa. They bring a strong safety up. That's another tackle for Will McDonald, folks. Busa gains, we'll call it 2 yards because we like him. Second and a long 8.
You're a very generous.
Way more generous than I am.
Because I'm looking right down that line.
No, that's a 1 yard gain. You're right. That's a 1 yard gain, folks. 2nd and 9.
Bill and Paul, you couldn't see me, but I was just shaking my head now.
Kevin's thinking, Paul, is it easy to be that stupid? Or does it just come naturally to you? Wide left for Xaverian, number 5, Wenstrom. Twins to the right. Fake. Oh, they fake me out.
Bottled up. Looks like I'm looking at the far side,
Yep.
maybe a yard or half a yard.
Aiden Williams from his outside linebacker spot in on that hit. It's going to be 3rd and long as we're getting a whole lot of running by Vincent Busa. 3rd down. Ball's close to the 49-yard now, so now we'll call it 3rd and a long 8.
The kid Xaverian chewing up the clock by keeping it on the ground.
4:33 to go, 4:32, 4:31. The Needham crowd still roaring. Twins, trips to the right. Spread formation. Wood is back to pass. Throws against the zone. First down completion. You talk about finding the one thin seam in that zone. Catch made by Christian McIntyre.
Great play. McIntyre found the seam, got in it. Pass was coming, sat down right on it. Great play. Moves the change when they needed to move the change.
Christian McIntyre came into this game with 13 catches, 313 yards, and 6 touchdowns. They moved from the 49 to the plus 39. So that's 11, and that was a 12-yard gain. First, I had my head down, guys. What happened?
Busa 5 yards up the middle.
From the 39 to the 35. Okay.
Little substitution. Busa went out.
So normally when Busa comes out, the elusive Bryce Todd comes in. Bryce Todd on the season. Well, let me watch the game, not my notes. They give to the fullback, Luke Bell, on a fullback trap. We called it the 33 fullback trap in my day. Touchdown saving tackle made by Nick Sewell. Another first down for Xaverian.
Xaverian looking to answer the Needham touchdown. And it looks like, based upon it, that they found the weakness of Needham now looks like to be up the middle.
15-yard gain for the rugby star Luke Bell, and as the first scrum half in the history of Bridgewater State College rugby in the fall of '79, I can appreciate that, Luke. Go get him. End over to the left, creating an unbalanced line. They run up the middle. That was funky line play by the Xaverian Hawks.
Yeah. They went unbalanced to the left and ran to the short side.
Yeah. Gain of 1. I believe that was Busa. Schreiber on the tackle along with the nose tackle, Andre. 2nd and 9 from the 19-yard line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11th play of the drive coming up. Started with 7:57 to go in the quarter. There's now 1:57 to go. So we're 6 minutes into this. Twins left, I formation. Tight end right. Off tackle left, inside, bounces it outside, tries to come back inside, but Schreiber says, I don't think so, and takes Busa down for a short loss. I think Schreiber knows how to play the game. Coming in now defensively for Needham, number 44, Declan Haynes. Tad a little extra beef there. Ball's at the 18, so that was another 1-yard gain. 3rd and 8. But the clock continues to move on the 12th play of this drive. We're approaching 1:10 to go. Wideouts both ways. 2 running backs in the backfield. Busa and Chivagato. Back to pass, Wood. They try to run a post corner. That was beautiful coverage. There's an interception. Tremendous work in the defensive backfield. Oh, and he steps out of bounds. Interception made by Nick Sewell.
Going to mark him back, it looks like, at the 7-yard line.
But that was a huge interception there. I was just thinking beforehand, it's important for Xaverian to come away with some points. I thought they were in field goal range.
Yeah.
And that's a tough interception there. And Needham wrestling the momentum back away from Xaverian after, what, a 7-minute drive?
The quarterback on the left did a tremendous job on a post corner pattern. The man was not open. So his secondary receiver was running down the right seam. The safety, Sewell, sniffed it out and cut underneath the pattern. Wow, what a great heads-up play by Sewell. So with 49 seconds to go in the third quarter at their own 7-yard line, the Rockets have dodged a bullet. Left wing comes in motion right. Toss to the right to Williams. Tries to cut inside. What a nice defensive play. I believe that was number 55, Micah DePina Holmes. As he was 59, excuse me. Oh, Micah Amidi, who's heading to Boston College. That explains it. He took a hit right in the chest, stood his ground, and made the tackle. No gain.
Nice play by Amidi, filling the hole, taking the hit, finishing the play.
Again, Amidi transferred from Silver Lake Regional, reclassified as a junior, and he is tearing it up. Wildcat formation. Williams tries to get to the edge.
No
that
gain.
will not be allowed.
That's a loss. They're marking him at the 5.
I could be wrong, but I believe that was number 31, Dominic Funk. And that will end the third quarter. It'll be 3rd and 10. The score is Xaverian 14, Needham 7 on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when...
College football was introduced in 1869. 4 years later, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley and Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs. A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. You know, Needham head coach talked about how much he loves this squad. Doug Kopsko. These guys have been playing together since 4th and 5th grade, and many of them were offered opportunities to transfer by numbers of private schools in the area, and they chose to stay together. Aiden Williams talked about, he remembers, he was asked, what does Needham football mean to you? And he turned and pointed to the hill near the field in Needham and said, watching these boys play when I was in 4th and 5th grade and wanting to be out there and be one of them.
Well, that's absolutely great, Paul. And he's right. Needham doesn't have any stands. They have the hill beside the high school.
Yeah.
And when I've worked there, you look up and it's amazing. It's people sitting all over the place, and it is a real small town atmosphere.
And it's right next to a church where I performed for 3 years with the Fringe Theater in Needham, performing comic pantos. One year I played the fairy godfather. What are you looking at? It takes a very secure fairy to dress like this.
Absolutely.
Still in the TV timeout, in case you were wondering.
I was Rascal the dog one year, so I could have played a third spot. I want to thank our underwriters. Nope, those aren't them. Where are they?
W.H. Riley?
There we go. W.H. Riley and Son. Rich Harwood Financial Services. Achen's Garage. Rentham Co-op Bank. And the Gavel Public House right there in Rentham Square. I'm Paul Healy with Bill Keefe Jr. and Kevin Callahan. Peter Bray on camera. Back to pass. Time to throw this time.
Oh, off
just
his
beyond
hand.
the reach of Bickford. Nice coverage by McIntyre.
Nice throw by the quarterback. He had time. The line gave him time. Bickford on a go route. Just off his hands.
Gotta like McIntyre, that two-way player.
Tough situation now for Needham, punting out of their own end zone.
With kicker Alex Rufo.
2 back for Xaverian on this one.
These are looking for a return. There's the snap. Left-footed kick. Oh, he thought about running with that. Fair catch. Fair catch made by number 1, Shivagato. By the way, the long snapper for Needham. Oh, number 17 is not in the program. Oh, well. Xaverian will take over 1st and 10. Their own 48-yard line. There's 11:44 left to go in this MIAA Division I championship game.
The punter looked like he, before he decided to kick it, he was probably instructed to see what the defense was going to do for him, and he took about 4 or 5 steps before he did put foot to ball.
Yep.
Bill, I was just looking at the replay, and he had to have seen that whole left side, and at the last second thought, maybe wisely, we don't know.
Yeah.
But it was there for him. But 12 yards is a lot of yards for that first
Absolutely,
down.
and especially that short field.
Exactly.
Xaverian line left to right. Anderson, Gioso, Asunkau, Berube, and Lindholm. They try to run left. That is another tackle for Ben Schreiber. We'll give Busa 1 yard.
I think Schreiber slept in his uniform last night the way he's playing. He's ready. He came ready.
Nose guard number 10, Andre comes out. Is that number 59 they brought in? Might be Teddy Fox. Or 52, Schneider. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Their own 49-yard line. Clock moving wide out left. Fullback trap again. Bounces off tacklers. But the follow-up pursuit, including Schreiber and Williams, brings him down. 1 yard gain for Luke Bell.
Needham defense toughening up on the line.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Bell hit the hole, and the line just stood him right up and moved him laterally, and that's where they marked him.
2 yard gain from his own 49 to the plus 49. It's 3rd and 7. I'm not sure if I mentioned this. Luke Bell's a rugby star.
I had no idea.
Ow! Kevin just threw something at me.
Piece of my cookie.
Offset I formation with Bell to the right. Tailback. They give to Bell again up the middle. Drives forward.
As a rugby player,
Yep.
you could see the way he was holding that ball. He was protecting that ball, and he wasn't going for speed. He was just looking to move forward, and which he did. He looked like he gained about 5 or 6 yards on that.
That time running like a forward in a mall in the sport of rugby. He's at the 45-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 4, so a 3 yard gain for Bell, but they're in punting formation. The up back is number 7, Ethan Jean. This is fake punt territory. Bell booms that ball.
Wow.
Over his head.
Wow. Nice
Bouncing.
kick.
Oh, takes a beautiful Xaverian hop, and it's down at the 6 yard line by number 27 for the Hawks, Patrick Curley.
But we have a man down on Xaverian. He looks like the one of the up men on the block.
Ooh.
Number 7.
Yep, Ethan Jean, or Jean. There's only 9:29 left in this game, folks.
I think this game has come down to exactly what we're expecting, Paul. It was going to be a fight. 2 good football teams fighting it out for the D1 state title.
The edge rushers for Needham, Will McDonald, Alex Rutley. They've played well today.
Number 7 is up and he's walking off the field. So that's good to see.
So Needham now backed up in their own territory at their own 7-yard line. 1st and 10. 9:29 to go. They trail 14-7. You know, for a while, especially late in the second quarter, Xaverian was controlling both sides of the line of scrimmage. I don't know what adjustments Needham made at halftime, other than maybe just an attitude adjustment, but they fought the Hawks tooth and nail this half.
Absolutely, and you can see it. You can see the difference in their demeanor.
Power pistol formation. Williams runs left. Big block out in front.
Still going.
Big number 57 breaks the tackle.
There he is. That's the Williams I know.
Teddy Fox leading the way through that hole as the right tackle pulled left.
And when you watch that play, you'll see that Williams did not hesitate as he hit the hole. He was going at going at 3/4 speed, and when he hit the hole, he accelerated through it. Instead of what he has been doing, which is like pitter-patter and then trying to find the hole. He hit that hole and made that hole.
3 would-be tacklers. The 4th one knocked him out of bounds at the 42-yard line. What a play from his own 7.
So 43 plus 8, that's a 51-yard run for Williams.
Nice play.
Wideouts to the right and left. Tight end is to the left. That's the short side. Williams to the right of the quarterback Carr. Left wing comes in motion. Fake. No, they give to the jet sweep. Cuts out. Cuts inside. He breaks a tackle. Nice. He is forced out of bounds. A first down run for Brant Bickford.
Great play. It was actually a shuttle pass.
He did?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The quarterback did release the ball forward.
So a shuttle pass moves from the 42 to the 32. Needed 10, got 10, first down.
Nice play by Needham. The momentum is moving, keeping him going. Another first down.
When you thought he was running out of bounds, he did a nice cut back in and picked up another 5 or 6 yards.
Again, the tight end is 2 tight ends now. One back, that's Williams. They'll try to run left. Hit in the backfield by Funk. Another hit made by big number 77, Gioso. And then taken down by a host of tacklers. Right. And that's going to be a loss of 2 for Williams.
Xaverian said to themselves, all right, enough of that. We're going to see what we can do here. It looks like they all pushed down. They were expecting it to go toward the middle, and they just collapsed on the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage.
Ethan Jean back on the field, and he was in on that tackle. He's an outside linebacker. That's a -2, 2nd and 12. For Needham, 8 minutes, 29 seconds to go in this ball game. Needham now at the +34. Williams to the left of the quarterback Carr. Right wing comes in motion left. The lefty throws deep.
Got him.
Oh, and it pops off the hands of Kaczynski. It was a jet sweep from right to left. They gave the ball to Brant Bickford. The lefty stepped up and fired over the single coverage with the gloves on.
I apologize for yelling, got him. He had it, hit him right in his hands, which is the worst spot to hit him in, apparently.
Bryce Todd was on the coverage.
Bill, if he had caught that for a touchdown, he may have gotten away with a little push-off, a little offensive pass interference.
I don't think that my fellow brother official saw that as well.
Well, in that case, Kevin, the ball knows.
The ball knew on that one, I think.
It always does. Isn't that the truth? It always does.
3rd and 12, 8-12 to go in the game. Right to left. Fake right. Carr is pressured. Throws it into the end zone. Oh! He was throwing for Kaczynski, and underneath that, Schreiber went up for the ball, and I think knocked it away from his own receiver. Nice pressure applied by Mike Amidi, which is why BC wants him.
Was a nice play. Unfortunately, it was a broken play, and that's why there were 2 receivers right next to each other.
But it was going to Kaczynski, and in front of him, Schreiber goes up and knocks it away from his own man.
Yep.
In the words of the great Maxwell Smart, missed it by that much.
I don't think Schreiber realized that number 33 was there, as you can see by him looking back at him, and then he realized he was there.
4th down.
And I'll never forgive Barry Hackett my senior year when my teammate knocked the ball away from me on a pass. We remember these things, folks, all these years later. 4th and 12, trips to the left. That's the wide side. Carr takes the snap. Xaverian, as usual, only rushes 4. Post corner pattern. Incomplete coverage by number 10, Bryce Todd.
They're not going to call interference on that because
they both have a right to the ball.
They both have a right to the ball, and the offensive receiver actually ran into the defensive back.
Yep.
And he looks like he's down at this time.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Yep. Let's see what happened.
I agree with you, Bill. I think both guys are going for the ball. The ball actually went off the helmet of the Xaverian player, number 10.
Yeah, and you can see number 13 come up and plead for a flag from the field judge, but he was having none of that.
Andrew Concannon limps off the field. Wonder if he's a descendant of the old Jack Concannon who played at BC and for the Chicago Bears. Sure, I think the Bears won about 2 games in 2 years and he was their quarterback, but still.
Somehow Needham did gain a yard on that play from the 35 to the 34. First and 10 for Xaverian.
No comment.
Xaverian leads by 7 with 7:54 to go, heading left to right. I formation with an H-back. Busa inside, kicks it outside, gets to the edge, spins out of a tackle, bursts forward, I think for a first down.
He just doesn't quit. It looks like they're going to mark him back.
Okay.
Just short. Gain of 9.
You know, I don't think anyone explained to Mr. Busa when he was playing Pee Wee football, when someone hits you, you go down.
No.
That message never got through to him.
No. Yeah, he missed that day.
Not in the Super Bowl, Paul. You keep those legs churning.
Well, again, when you're a smaller player, that's the key. Stay low, hit first. I formation, Bell, the fullback. Tight end right becomes an H-back going to the left. They run left. Busa inside, pops it outside. He's got the first down, gain of 3 or 4. But we're inside 7 minutes to go, and Xaverian has the lead in the ball.
Since the first quarter, have there been any penalties?
I don't believe so.
Hold on, let me look. None in the third quarter. Don't you hate it when Callahan's right? No, there have not been.
So a little bit of nervousness by Needham and the Xaverian, but with those offsides penalties. But since then, it has been a clean game.
He went for the... Hold on. First and 10.
Fullback.
And there's Bell, the fullback again. Nice tackle made by Nick Sewell, who had the interception earlier. Nick Sewell showing some guts, taking on Luke Bell. He moves from the 47-yard line on 1st and 10 to his own 47 to the plus, we'll call it 46.
Bell with a solid build. He just lowered his head, dropped his shoulder, hand around the ball, made sure to maintain control, keep running the clock.
Second down, about 5 yards to go. 2 tight ends. Excuse me, the tight end on the right becomes an H-back, so unbalanced left, basically. They toss to Busa, can't get to the edge, and there's the Kevin Callahan curse as a penalty flag comes in.
Well, I wanted to keep the referees busy. They're just gonna standing there watching a good game, right?
First holding penalty of the day. It's a big one, 10 yards.
From the spot?
From the spot of the foul, that's correct.
So the ball moves back to the Xaverian 46. It'll be second down.
44.
Oh, good thinking. So what are we calling this, Kevin? Second and 14 or 15?
I was going to go with 15.
All right.
15 is a good number.
I like how Bill and I agree versus Paul.
I love how you gang up on me.
It's comforting, Bill.
Yes. Busa tries to run left, saying, no, I don't think so, is Aiden Williams, the outside linebacker.
It looks like a gain of 2 there. So it's going to be 3rd and 13. Kevin, you agree with that?
I do agree with that.
Thank you.
From the 46, where Paul wanted the ball originally. Okay.
I just want to remind you guys, with a flick of my wrist, I can turn off your microphones. 3rd down. A short 13 yards to go. For Xaverian, clock moving, 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. This drive began at their own 34. This will be the 6th play. The offensive line, Benting the tight end, Anderson the left tackle, Gioso the left guard, Asunkau the center, Berube the right guard, Lindstrom the right tackle. Wood is running right, throws late, pass complete to Todd Bryce on the catch.
They got to give him the first down on that.
Wow.
That's a tough spot, but they're giving it to him. Looks like he was right at the marker.
Wow. And again, they don't use the chains as much anymore with these lines painted by lasers instead of drunken janitors at lunchtime.
I've been on a couple of those fields.
Sorry, Jim. You're not old enough to remember, Jim.
It's like the Sunday morning baselines in baseball, right, Paul?
Yes, exactly. So they move. Well, that was a good gain. That was a 13-yard gain. Going in motion right is Benting. Busa tries to run left, then tries to escape to the right, and that is not allowed. Is that 33 or 32? That tackle is made by Joe Kaczynski, who's made a ton of defensive plays today.
Nice play.
Gain
nice
of 1
play.
for Busa.
Ticking under 4 minutes now, though, in the game. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. We'll keep an eye on that situation as we'll see if Needham starts using their timeouts.
Xaverian took over with 7:54 to go.
Xaverian is looking for Needham to start using those timeouts.
I bet they are.
Yeah. They're just going. It's not a question of if; it's just a question of when for them.
And we saw Xaverian go no huddle, so we know that's in their arsenal. So they're clearly trying to slow the game down and run the clock.
Again, Benting steps off the line, becomes an H-back, going in motion left, off tackle left. Busa tries to get to the outside. Here comes another flag. Ball is loose.
Let's see what happens here. See what the ruling is. They're marking him down. And the flag came in from the back.
Needham thinks they recovered a fumble.
I think they did recover, but the flag down, and was he down?
It looks like the umpire threw it, so that is possibly a holding call. They're waving it off, and they're going to give Needham the ball. Nope. I apologize.
Wow.
I thought they were going to wave it off based upon the signal of the referee, but it actually Xaverian did maintain control of the ball.
Wow, so the ball was loose, so it's going to be second.
Oh. There is no replay in high school.
You read my mind, Bill. I was just going to ask that question.
There is no replay in high school, thankfully.
He was not even close to being down.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
Wow.
That's unfortunate for Needham.
Bad call. I'm writing in my notes.
And the head coach from Needham is beside himself. He just took a walk.
Ball's at the 48-yard line. You know, with these big screens, that always wonders in college football and pros, they have the officials waddle over to a little screen in the sideline when they could just turn around like they do in Major League Rugby, look at the big screen, and make the call within 20 seconds.
Absolutely right. How could you not see that?
Wow. So that was second and a whole lot. Busa gained a couple there.
Yeah, I got second and 13 right now from the 45.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, third and 13 from the 45 right now.
So that was a 3-yard gain by Busa, who's had a ton of carries this half.
I cannot disparage my brother officials.
Yes.
The call remains.
Yep.
Live and die by him.
Twins to the left. That's the short side. Bryce Todd trying to run left. He is ripped to the turf.
We got a timeout. Here we go. Needham's going to start using their timeouts.
Todd moves from the 45 to the 41, so give him a 4-yard gain.
First time out for Needham, but it is going to be 4th and 9 now for Xaverian from the Needham 41. So some interesting play calls. Do you pin them deep, guys, or do you try to, with a punt and give Needham the ball back with 2 minutes to go and 2 timeouts, or do you go for it?
Wow.
It's a good question, Kevin. With the kicker that Xaverian has, the last punt that he put in.
I will say this, Xaverian head coach Al Fernaro, again, he's been the head coach for 7 years, was Charlie Stevens' assistant for 113. So he's almost as old as I am. I'm thinking punt.
I agree with the punter that they have from Xaverian. His last punt put him down around the 5 or 6 yard line.
By the way, Alex Ruto, the place kicker and punter for Needham, he was a soccer player his entire career. Wasn't going to make the starting 11 this year, decided to heck with it. I'm going to play football, gosh darn it. Punt formation, one receiver back for the Rockets. They come after it. Bell with a short kick gets off a beautiful spiral. Fielded on his own 2-0, and he slips and falls. Brad Bickford. It's a very easy game for the press box.
It certainly is.
He lets that go, and they have a touchback, but the kid's trying to make something happen.
Absolutely tough decision. The ball was chest high on him.
Yep.
And being that deep inside the 5 yard line, most coaches will tell you to let the ball go because it'll carry into the end zone, and it's a dead ball. But he decided to catch it, and as he started to make his way, just slipped and fell right down.
I mean, Paul, you've done a ton of football games. I've done a few. Bill, you've reffed them. How many fair catches do you see in high school football, and how many balls do roll into the end zone? It doesn't happen too often, and I think just the experience there, or lack thereof, is what happened, and now it's 1st and 10 from the 4.
All right.
Yeah, Needham's got too many men on the field.
2,
they threw the flag.
6, 8, 10.
That's going to be half the distance to the goal line, so they move from the 4 to the 2. So it's 1st and 12, 2:02 to go.
Well, that substitution that they called, the snap wasn't imminent, and the player was off the field before the flag was thrown.
4-man front, and again, Xaverian with such great defensive ends rarely blitzes. Back to pass, Carr up the sideline, nobody there.
Interception.
Todd with the interception. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20. Taken down in the open field by number 12, Owen Gonzalez-Ellis. Excuse me, number 13 on the tackle, McNamee. Interception, Bryce Todd. 1:52 to go. Want to thank our underwriters, W.H. Riley and Son, Rich Harwood from Bay State Financial, Aitchen's Garage, Rentham Co-op Cooperative Bank, and the Gavel Public House in Rentham Square. Thank you, Christine. Big number 74 at nose guard, Travis O'Brien, starts at left guard on offense. 4-man front now for Needham. Here's the old Penn State 4-4 defense here. They give to Bell up the middle. Bell is hit, but keeps driving forward. It's going to be no gain. Timeout, Needham.
That's their second timeout, 1 left.
That play only took 7 seconds, so 1:45 to go in the game.
And that's no gain. Second timeout for Needham.
Unfortunate set of circumstances.
Needham has 1 timeout left. Xaverian still has all 3, though I do not expect Xaverian to be using a timeout.
As I was saying, an unfortunate set of circumstances for Needham. Number one, the fielding of the punt inside the 5 yard line. The legal substitution of 5 yards. And then the interception. For
Xaverian, Micah Amidi, the senior committed to play at Boston College. Brendan Berube, two-way player in the line, has offers from Bentley, Stonehill, and URI as an offensive lineman, where my big brother Mike was co-captain in 1969, the 100th year of college football.
URI with a playoff game tomorrow against Mercer in the SCS playoffs.
Vincent Busa is being recruited by UNH, Stonehill, the Citadel, UMass Amherst, URI. And Dom Funk has offers, he's just a junior, from BC, Temple, Pitt, Wisconsin, Wake Forest, Syracuse, Rutgers, and Bridgewater State College, my alma mater. Benting steps off the line, creating end over on the right. Actually stays as an H-back. Fake! Bootleg to the left!
Oh, wow.
Running untouched!
Nice play.
And then Will Wood, instead of being as selfish and going for the touchdown, slides down, inbounds after getting the first down. Smart football.
Keeping the clock running, absolutely. He saw that he had a clear path to the end zone, decided, I'm just going to sit it down.
What a great call on the bootleg. That's, Paul, I'm going to use a 70s reference. That's the old Steve Grogan 1970s bootleg against the Jets.
No, we have an official's timeout on the field right now because the coach is out talking to the referee, as well as the back judge. The back judge came in on that because of the clock.
An 11-yard gain. Why are they placing him down at the... Okay, that's yep.
Yeah, he slid down at the 9.
So it's an 11-yard gain. 1:35 to go. Oh, what a naked bootleg.
It was a great fake. Everybody went for it. He just stood there for a couple of seconds and then took off.
I fell for it too.
Yeah. And they are in victory formation. The Xaverian Hawks. Will Wood on the year, 1,385 yards passing. He had 26 yards rushing on the season. He just had 11 yards there. 22 total touchdowns he was responsible for. Shivagato came in with 39 receptions, 703 yards, and 12 TDs. McIntyre, 13 catches, 313 yards, 6 TDs. He had a big first down catch today. But those sluggos on the offensive line, Benting, the tight end, Anderson, the left tackle, a scant 6'4", 305. Gioso, the left guard. The center, Brian Asunkau, the right guard, Berube, the right tackle, Lindholm, 6'2", 280. Another reason I don't like fantasy football, no stats for the 5 most important players on the field, the offensive linemen.
That's the ball game.
And there it is. Xaverian will hold on for a 14-7 win. Their 10th postseason championship, 3rd in the Super Bowl era. Congratulations to Coach Fernaro and all of the Xaverian Hawks.
Was a very good ball game. Some few mistakes that Needham could not overcome early in the game, especially the missed coverage to start the game. Few penalties put them out of position. No reason to hang their heads. They've had a great year. I mean, naturally to lose your first game of the year in the state final is heartbreaking. But it'll just make this team a little bit tougher next year. Again, they have the numbers. I mean, look at this. Look at these teams. It's a public school team, and that's a big team.
Yep. Congratulations. And again, I know the Needham players are heartbroken, but hopefully one of these days, weeks, months, or decades, they'll be able to look back with pride at what an incredibly successful season they had.
Oh, absolutely. Just to get here, it is an unbelievable accomplishment. And to play on the Gillette Stadium field against an accomplished program like Xaverian, lots of pride on both teams, and congratulations to Xaverian.
Absolutely. Can't take anything away from them. They played a great game. They had a great plan coming in. And Busa, as a running back, I've never seen him play, but he's a force.
Yep. And then when everyone was looking at Busa to kill the clock, they ran the naked bootleg with Will Wood. They list him at 6'1", 195. I don't think he's that big.
No, no, he did not. Doesn't look that big, but it was a great, great play. It was a great call by the Xaverian staff at that time of the game.
Wow. So an 81-yard touchdown pass from Wood to Shavagato on the first Xaverian play from scrimmage ends up being the difference. A slugfest after that. Busa with a 2-yard touchdown run early in the second quarter. And then Needham came back and scored on a 3-play, 35-yard drive, a 30-yard touchdown pass from Griffin Carl to Aiden Williams. PAT by the converted soccer player Rufo was good. 14-7, that's how it ends. We got to get out of here because our crew's going to take a break before we get ready for the Division II game coming up, King Philip against Catholic Memorial. I'm Paul Healy for Bill O'Keefe Jr., Kevin Callahan, cameraman Peter Bray, and engineer in charge Jim Jones. Thank you so much for joining us on AACS 15 Sports.